Yo, what's happening everyone? So today we're going to be having a look at a new backpack. It is the Vanguard 49 VEO Select quick release, well, quick selection type of backpack. It is in this lovely black color. You can actually get a what looks to be like a khaki green type of color for that as well, but as you may be aware, I kind of like a black inconspicuous type of backpack. The previous backpack that I used to use was the Manfrotto, forgot what the name is, Veloce Type 7 backpack. But unfortunately the zipper did actually break, since I did used to lug around quite a lot of heavy equipment, and it did fall apart, to be honest. So now I am rocking the VEO Select 49 camera backpack, which you have like a quick little menu as to what kind of things that you should be able to actually carry. It is one of those backpack, the larger type of backpacks, so I will put the dimension of the backpack here, but the reason why I've actually purchased this is because A, it looks kind of cool, and second of all, it is very heavy duty, to be honest. It definitely is built much stronger than the Manfrotto Veloce that I did used to use. It comes in a really nice finish. Material does seem to be a little bit better than the Manfrotto. Again, the Manfrotto was a much more cheaper backpack. You get different ways of actually carrying it. You can carry it the normal way, you know, with a backpack. Straps at the back, you can actually carry it like a briefcase style, and of course you've got these little hangs on here as well, where you can actually carry it with a strap across. Just a quick look on the outside, you do actually get a really nice finish at the front. Most likely this would actually crease or scratch, but don't know just yet. You do get a hell of a lot of pockets as well. So just at the start you get a pocket over here where you can put quite a lot of stuff in. You can actually go all the way through and put like little wipes, etc., that kind of stuff. At the front you do actually have another pocket where you can actually store smaller equipment such as batteries, accessories like that, maybe even ND filters. And down the side you do actually have like a little elastic band where you can actually attach a tripod and strap it to the side of the backpack, which before I used to actually have it inside the backpack in the Manfrotto Veloce, because it did actually have a separate side where you could put much more taller accessories in there. At the back you do actually have a little secret compartment, which I really did like, right over here, which is quite safe. You can actually store like your passport, etc., you know, really vital equipment that you don't actually want to get stolen from. It is one of those type of backpacks where the main compartment is only accessible through the back, and the quick selection where you can actually quickly take out your camera is down the side as well. So it is much safer than those backpacks that allows you to open it from the back, which I really did like. Any particular reason why I did prefer this one is simply because of the design. I really did like the design of this. It doesn't actually shout camera bag that much, as opposed to the Manfrotto that I did actually have before. And on top of that, let me just explain to you. This is the backpack that I did used to have before. It is the Manfrotto Veloce 7 or Mark 5 or Mark 7, one of those. And this used to bother me quite a lot. You actually had to strap this in every single time you do take out your camera, because if you didn't, then although it actually had a Velcro, what happens is that as you walk, you would hear that every single time, which bothered me. And of course the zip itself was a lot more cheap in terms of construction, build quality, hence the reason why it did actually break. And this does actually feel a lot more heavy duty. It does actually have really nice padding, and the back itself is padded really nicely as well. Oh, it actually has like a little strap as well if you actually carry a suitcase, where you can put this on the handle and drag it nicely that way. Let's have a look at the top, because it's one of those backpacks where you can store like your day bag and all that kind of stuff, clothing, etc. at the top, and that's what you've got over there. You know, what's really nice is the fact that it does actually come with protective rain cover as well as this bit here that allows you to actually swing it around your neck and actually carry it with just a string, instead of carrying it the usual way like a normal backpack. And let's have a look on the inside. And here it is. It is rated to carry 2 camera bodies and 2 to 3 camera lenses, but immediately the only thing that I did actually notice is the fact that it isn't actually fat. If you were to have a look at the width of, or the depth of the actual camera bag, taller lenses such as 24 to 70, 70 to 200, etc., those type of lenses, you won't be able to actually stick it out this way. You might have to actually lay it down flat. But the good thing about this camera bag is the fact that everything is completely 100% modular. So literally everything that you see in here can be moved about to your liking, or it can be just removed and just use it as just a normal backpack where you can actually put some clothing in case you are actually traveling, which is fantastic, because the problem with this is that it's not 100% modular. So you can actually get, some of these pockets can actually be removed, so these Velcro can be removed. However, like this entire selection here and this entire selection here, you can't actually move or remove at all. So that's the problem with this particular backpack, is the fact that only bits of it can be adjusted and modified, however not 100% of it, which I absolutely love, because even though right now it is actually set up for a quick access to the side pocket, which is right here. See, the thing is with these newer backpacks, every time you get a brand spanking new backpack, it is hard to actually open and adjust. So the quick selection is here, so you should be able to actually quickly access your DSLR, mirrorless camera, etc., whatever you're not. However, I will actually be adapting all of this in a situation where instead of actually having it selection, having a quick access to the side, I will actually be flipping everything upside down and having quick access through to the top itself as well. I will show you a picture as to how it's set up from the website and how I will be setting it up with my selection, because I'm not too fond with the quick access down the side, simply because it's already got a strap here anyways, which isn't really useful for me, to be honest. I can kind of understand why they've actually done it this way, simply because obviously if you were to carry it this way and you want to access your camera quickly, instead of actually flipping it upside down, which I would have preferred because this is a lot more cleaner, obviously you're going to be holding it this way. So one hand hold it this way and the other hand open it up, which I can kind of understand. And as before, you do actually have a little pocket over here where you can actually store your tablet, 13, 14 inch, 15 inch laptop. You can actually store this here. However, immediately what I've noticed is the fact that if you are constantly going to be using it this way, what I'm going to be worried about is scratching up the really nicely padded section up here as well. Really don't actually want this to be heavily damaged or scratched up, because it is really nice. It does actually look really smart, to be honest. Quick access here again. It's got some cat handles up here. I don't know what these are called, but I suspect is to, in case you actually want to lock it, in case you do travel, you can actually lock it this way, or you can actually use the strap and obviously have it hanging this way down the side and just down your back. But yeah, it's super modular. You can actually customize it the way you actually want it to. Like I've mentioned, there's 3-4 different ways that you can actually carry this backpack. I was expecting this to be a little bit larger than the Manfrotto. I did opt for the 49. You do actually get the VEO Select 45mm, and you do also get the VEO Select 41, I believe, or 42. Vanguard itself has a hell of a lot of backpacks that you can actually pick. I've lost count how many in total. However, this selection is the best one that I actually wanted to use, because although I'm not actually going to be using the quick selection, the quick access instead of the quick selection, I don't know why I keep saying that, but although I'm not going to be using the quick access that much, however, I might actually keep this available and adapt in a way where I might actually, you know, access the second lens or third lens, etc., all that kind of stuff that I might actually use, or accessories that I might actually use with my camera that I might actually store at the top and have it taken out that way. Really nice. I really do like it. You know, it's less than £200. It is a lot more pricier than the Manfrotto that I've had before. However, the build quality, I can concur that it is definitely much more better in terms of the build construction and just the overall design. It doesn't, I'm not too sure about you, but does this look more like a camera backpack, you know? I'll show up some pictures of obviously how it would actually look if I were to carry it in 3 or 4 different ways, but it does actually look a lot more smarter. And again, it is one of those square type of designs, so if you do actually have it standing up tall, it doesn't actually flap about like some of the low pro backpacks that I was actually looking into as well. However, yeah, this is just a quick video about my new backpack, which is the Vanguard VEO Select 49. It is in the black color, in case you guys are not aware, but you do actually get the option to choose the green color as well. I've done a 48-hour test. I've put all my equipments in. There are some little issues that I might as well actually share with you guys in regards to my cons with this particular backpack. First of all is if you've had all of a sudden the generator kicks in. If you're like myself and want to have the backpack to be accessible at the top, i.e. your camera with the lens attached, etc., that kind of stuff, the backpack itself becomes a little bit top heavy, so it's not really a problem in terms of carrying it, because you do actually have a strap, chest mounted strap, along with a waist mounted strap that you can actually remove if you do want to. Problem is the fact that it is top heavy, where you can't actually stand it on its own. It actually will flip down, similar to backpacks like Low Pro, which I was under the impression that it would actually be better, but it's not really that bad. But the only problem is the fact that this backpack, it is so clean, it just looks absolutely amazing. Problem is the fact that you don't actually want to get it dirty. So because you actually do have to access it from the back, it means that you will actually have to put it down somewhere. So unless the surface isn't actually clean, you come into the issue where you might actually scratch off this really nice design at the front. But again, it's one of those situations where you really don't want this to be, you know, scratched up and have marks, etc., that kind of stuff. And this is exactly what I mean with the bottom. I'm not too sure if you can see it, but it's already got like little scuff marks. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Also, another thing is, if you've got anything remotely fat, let's just say an ND filter that's about that fat, it will leave an indent, imprint on the front itself as well. And in case you do also, if you want to use the strap itself, you constantly have to fiddle about with this, making sure this is tied up, etc., because you can't remove the straps if you permanently want to use it as a briefcase situation. That's about it, to be honest. It does actually have quite a lot of these little straps that you constantly have to you know, put away every single time if you're not actually going to use it, otherwise it will start to flap about everywhere. The waist strap itself isn't actually that supportive, but it is there, and obviously you can tuck it away as opposed to most travel camera backpacks. I will actually do a 3-month review later on, so I will let you guys know what that actually entails. But for now, I hope you did enjoy this little video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.